Okay, so we completed with the lookup relationship and the lookup dialog box and filter configurations that we have seen in the past lectures. Now let me start with the second type of relationship, which is a lookup, which is a master detail relationship, right? So what we are going to do would be like, we would be creating a master detail relationship between position and candidate. Between the position and candidate. Now see the same discussions once again. So whenever you are about to create a relationship, right, between the two objects, whenever we are creating a relationship between two objects, the first thing what we have to identify is between these two objects, who is going to be the parent and who is going to be the child, because that is the step number one, right? So, and how you are going to take this decision, like, so we first of all would have to understand the dependencies. We have to identify who is dependent on to which, right? So when we talk about like position and the second is candidate, right? Let's talk about the nature of these two entities. See, before you understand everything, I mean, before you create everything, sorry. So you first of all would have to understand the entities. And this is a very important phase. This one is a very important phase. See, there would be a stage common in the development, when you would yourself would feel, okay, development is secondary. Having the understanding of business is primary. And when you develop this, when you develop this skills that you understand the business, you understand the entities of the business, what is the importance of a particular entity, then it would, you are actually on to a journey of consultant or maybe an architect. So what we do is like, we usually start our career, we whenever we start, we come into the IT, we somehow start our career, we always require something, a document or maybe an explanation to start our task every day. But gradually you have to grow those skills so that you would yourself be self-sufficient, to understand the business, and you would be in a position to decide, okay, this is going to be the parent and this is going to be the child. I always try to give you that knowledge apart from the Salesforce functionalities. That is by default, it is going to be get covered. But I always try to initiate a discussion from, a point ahead to that. So that, once you listen and you listen is repeatedly, whenever we start something, you we all were being involved into a kind of discussion where we discussed about, right, what is this entity, what is the role of this entity in this particular business, what this entity would signifies. So this would, this discussion, whenever you listen this repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly, somehow psychologically you would also going to develop those skills, and this would help you out in your real time experience, understand. That is why I never, I never wanted to extend the discussion. What would be my benefit? Understand. But this is these motor skills, these are very important, I'm telling you. So whenever we are discussing on something like this, guys, you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention, right? So the position is one of the entity where which would describe that there are certain, there are certain jobs are there, and for those, there are certain tasks are there, there are certain positions are there for which, a candidate would be expected to get recruited, right? On the other hand, candidate is that entity that it always going to be someone, a person who is applying for a particular position. And what we identified over here is, if we don't have a position, right? If we don't have a position, there is no meaning to ask the candidate to submit his profile, right? If you have position, you could ask. Now we are having, 10 positions of Java developer. We are having 100 positions of Salesforce developer. Now we can ask the candidates, are you even qualified? Are you enough qualified so that, we could take your profile, we could take your portfolio for this particular designation. So what we see over here is the candidates, having a candidates, having a records of the candidate is dependent against position. If you have a position particularly, right, and a candidate is matching to that, his skills, his qualification is matching for a position, then we could ask him for, now, could you please give the interview, or could you go with this particular recruitment process? So what we understand with these two, when we were being asked to create a relationship, a master detail, why master detail? We're going to see that later. First of all, what are those two objects on which I have to create the relationship? They are position and the candidates. Now, what we identify is candidate is having a dependency on position. Because if there would be a position, there is a meaning to have a candidate for this. Otherwise not, right? And so what we are going to decide with this, we are making position as parent object. On the other hand, we are making candidate as what? As a child object, right? This is my step number 1. Now, step number 2, you have to create a relationship field. When you wanted to create a relationship, you must create a new field of type relationship. These relationship fields are always created inside child object. You will never going to create this into parent. The relationship fields, they are always created into the child object. Now, out of this discussion, what we came to know is candidate is the child. So in step number 2, what I will going to be do, I'll going to candidate object, and there I would be going to create relationship field. So I'm going with candidate and I'm expanding force.com quick access menu. Then in front of view fields, I have new option to create the new fields. I'll directly go with this option. And with this interface, I would be selecting a master detail relationship, right? A master detail relationship. Let me click on to the next button. Now this is going to be related to whom? So this one is going to be related with position, right? So as a parent, I would be selecting position object. And then I'm clicking on next. You can go with the default field label. It usually, whenever it give the object, or you can change. I mean, if you want, you can change this. For example, I make it position applied, right? So I'm going with this name that signifies more. And then I'll go with next. Now, see, this is something I think we should discuss this at least once. You already have created one lookup relationship inside position, right? And we discussed one point over here, lookup relationship field. I mean, if this is the field, right? This is the field of lookup relationship, this field. See, how does it appears to be on user interface? It appears like a non-mandatory field, right? Because all mandatory field, they have this red line, right? This doesn't have a red line. Even though we also have extended this discussion by saying like the lookup fields, they are actually a non-required field. This means when you are creating a record of the child may or may not have a parent. You can associate or not associate them with a parent. That's an optional entity. But when we are creating a relationship, a master detail relationship, particularly, see, what I did is like, I from this page, I have selected master detail. From this page, I have selected master detail. I have then selected my parent object. I'll go to next. And then I have given the name, right? What should be the name of this field that is going to be appear onto child? For example, inside position, actually position between hiring manager position is child. The name what we have decided is HR manager, right? And similarly, when you are creating a relationship, so inside candidate object, when you go on to new, what would be the name of that field? So now we decided the name has to be position applied. See, I haven't selected anything from here. Now, if I go on to the next, what you see is it is by default is available with all profile users. Now I'm giving you this command to unmute. Can anyone tell me where you have seen this kind of interface previously? The field is visible to all profile user. Can anyone tell me where you have seen this kind of interface previously? Yes. Can anyone of you tell me this?
When we click on the mandatory field, and if we click on next, so all profiles are mandatory, then all are ticked.
Exactly. Very good, Ruchira. All right, please, guys, please go on mute. Whenever you create a field and during the creation, when you click that required checkbox, so when you come to this interface, this field is by default is visible to every profile user. So when the same thing is happening over here right now, this means the field which we are creating with the name called position applied, this is going to be a mandatory field on user interface. अभी तक आप वहां पहुंचने के हो, but then from here itself, here itself you can project. Why? Because this seems to be like every, it is a mandatory field, and that is the reason it is visible by default to all of the profile users, right? Next, and this is what you are going to see over here. You don't have any choice. Again, the same, the same institution, that is, it is going to be available by default on every page layout. And save. Now, when I save it, as soon as I save it, see, you cannot create a master detail relationship on an existing object. One important message: on a custom object if the record already exists. This is a very important point. This is a very important point. Okay, if your object, particularly your child object, if it is having some previous records, you cannot create a master detail relationship. See, there was nothing like this into lookup relationship. And when we were learning a lookup relationship, there was a point. The lookup relationship can be formed between the two objects if the child object is even having some of the previous records. If it is having some of the previous record, then it is not going to create any, it will not stop you, rather, right? You have straightforward, you even though the child was having some records, we were being able to create that relationship. But now what we are seeing, right now, what we are seeing, if the child is having some previous records, so I'll go with candidate and I would verify whether the child is having some old records. Yes, it is having. There are two, as you can see, there are two records, Ram Kumar and Satish, whatever. So because of these two records, because of these two records, we cannot create a master detail relationship. So there is one point of discussion over here, and how to solve this, I'm coming to that. Upon creating a master detail relationship, if your child object is having some of the old records, then master detail relationship cannot be created directly. Right? If the child is having some of the old records inside it, so we cannot go and create master detail relationship straightforward. So how to do that? How to do that? Actually, I would be going right now with solution number 1, but in real time, we never do this. What we do in real time is step number 2. But for this, you have to understand the relationship conversion. So we're going to discuss this, in last. Right now, I'm going with solution number 1. What we are going to do, we are going to remove all of the records from the child object. And then once again, we are going to attempt to create the master detail relationship. So what I'm going to do would be like, I'll go to position object, candidate object. And then I would going to delete everything from here. Now see, we are right now is having only 2 records. So it is little bit easy to delete them, right? You just have to open and delete, nothing else. But if there were like 2000 record, if there were 2 lakh record, how to delete that? Obviously, right? You cannot open individually one of them and you can delete them. That is not possible. So what are those ways we are going to learn them in programming? Whenever we wanted to perform any DML operation, data manipulation, this insert, update, delete, upsert, undelete, these all are what? These are something we call this as a DML, data manipulation. So whenever we wanted to perform a DML on bulk amount of record, right now there were only 2 records, so it was pretty simple thing. But let's say there are 2 lakh record inside candidate. Are we going to open one by one them and then we are going to delete? No, there must be some way to do that. Yes, of course. But for that, you have to involve with programmings. So there are there are certain restrictions up to which you can go with non-coding. If you wanted to achieve a functionality beyond that, which is actually not possible with the non-coding environment. So you have to learn codings over there, right? Although that portion is very less. Yeah. But of course, there are so many things, which can only be done, which can only be achieved by doing certain programmings, right? So we're going to discuss that later on. All right. So now what I did is like, I have deleted everything inside the object, although we never do this in real time. What we do is solution number 2, and that is also we are going to discuss. But that require you to first of all learn something called as relationship conversions. So after that topic being over, like once you learn how to create, how to convert lookup into master and vice versa. So we would going to learn, we're going to come back to this topic, point number 2, and we're going to discuss that. So the one what I followed is pretty simple, but we never do this, right? We never do this. So once again, let me go with like view fields, and I'm creating a new master detail relationship inside candidate. I'll make that associated with position, and I'm clicking on to this next. The name what we are deciding is position applied. I'm clicking on next. By default, it is visible to all of the profile user. It is available with the layout, and it is available with this name. It is going to be there into related list, and I'm now saving this. See, so iske pehle I was being, मैं यहाँ पे stop हो गया था, but now we are able to create a relationship. You can, if you go in custom fields and relationship, you can see that a master detail relationship. See, with this name, one new field has been added. You can go and verify this inside candidate. I mean, if you go and click onto candidate, you see position applied. And one important thing to identify, this one appears to be a required field. So when you create a lookup, that is non-required. But when you create a master detail, that is a required field. Inside a lookup relationship, having a parent is an optional entity. For a record of child in a lookup relationship, you may associate and may not associate it with the parent. It's okay. But when you are creating a master detail relationship, right? When you have created a master detail relationship, and now if you are creating a candidate, a child record, sorry, so you have to have parent for this. This record must be associated with parent. So this is what a point of difference between lookup and master detail. In a lookup relationship, the lookup appears to be a non-mandatory field by default. Whereas by default, a master detail relationship is what? It's a mandatory field. In a lookup relationship, child may or may not have a parent but in the master detail, every child must have a parent. Every child record must have a parent. So if I'm creating a candidate record, it must be associated with a position. Now, for example, if I'm creating a record like Ravi Kumar, right? And the notice period is like 7 days. Candidate location is this one. I'm selecting this number. And the PAN number is this. Let me copy this into the passport as well. Current CTC, expected CTC. This random making any selection. Year of experience 3. Now see, if without giving this position, if I try to save it, it would definitely going to give me the error. You have to select the parent, right? So I'm selecting this candidate is applying for a position called Java developer. This candidate, Ravi Kumar, is applying for a position called Java developer. Now, if I try to save it, it gets saved, right? Let's talk about few of the things what we have observed. The first thing, upon mapping a master detail, it is also provide you one-to-many association. Let me show you that. So when you go to the schema builder, and if you bring all those objects, if you bring like candidate and position, if you bring both of them over here, what you see is like between your candidate and position, there's one-to-many relationship. There is one-to. You put your cursor over here, it would name it would give you like what is the type of relationship. So it's a master detail relationship from candidate to position. And I told you that, it's always one to many. One is from the parent, many is from the child. So when you see this is having only one ending, it's having only multiple endings over here. So this is what one to many. So if you are even creating a lookup relationship, that is also, this point is common everywhere, right? Whenever you create a relationship, it would always be one to many, one parent, many childs, multiple childs, right? Now, second point we have seen, we have discussed that if your child is like, it's having some old data, we cannot directly create relationship. There are two possible solutions. Number one, make the object empty. But this is not an practical approach. In practical, what we do in real time, what we do, we're going to discuss that. Now, whenever you create a master detail relationship, it appears to be a required field. That means without selecting, without selecting a parent, without selecting a parent, you cannot create a child record, right? That is one thing. Now, in master detail, reparenting option is not by default available. See, we have seen this in context of your lookup relationship, that today, if you selected some other parent, tomorrow you can go and change it. But when you go with, like, if I try to edit this record, see, once the parent has been selected, now this appears to be a non-editable form. You cannot change this. See, you cannot change this. You can, if you wanted to edit, you can edit all other records. You can edit all other things, but you cannot change the parent. The reparenting is not possible. Once the parent has been associated, it becomes like, you cannot edit this, right? You cannot edit this, right? So the reparenting option is not available. When the parent record is deleted, all the associated childs are also get deleted, something called as cascade deletion. So this was not available in lookup. If you delete the parent, only parent was deleted. But with master detail, there is something called as a cascade deletion. Now, if I go with this record, Ravi Kumar is associated with Java developer, right? Ravi Kumar is associated with what? With Java developer. Now, see, if I in the position, if I delete this Java developer, let me show you. If I delete the Java developer, what would happen to Ravi Kumar? Right? Because for Ravi Kumar was a child record, Java developer was the parent. Now, if I delete the parent, see, parent is deleted along with child, which is something called as cascade deletion. And lookup doesn't provide you this. In lookup, what happens is if you delete a parent, only parent would get deleted. Child would still be there in database. But this doesn't happen with master detail. When you delete parent along with child would also get deleted. Right. So let me go back and recall this parent Java. So when I undelete this, now if I refresh, you can see. So it is again, if your parent get restored, your child would also get restored. So this is something called as cascade deletion and restoring. Cascade deletion oblique restoring, right? The next is this we are going to learn in in the security part, but it should be discussed over here. In case of a lookup relationship, now in case of a lookup relationship, child and parent, both of them would have individual settings, individual sharing settings, individual security settings. But in case of a master detail relationship, important, this one is an important point. Understand, whatever would be the setting of parent, sharing and security setting, whatever you have created for the parent, that automatically applicable to the child as well. So what we say over here is like the child's sharing and security setting that completely is dependent upon parent. Whatever you have selected for the parent, if it is associated, if with the child in master detail, the same setting would be get applied to this. And there is no separate setting for child in case if it is associated with parent in a master detail relationship. Right now, the next in a master detail relationship, child could only have 2 parents, whereas in lookup it could have 40 parents. Roll-up summary can be applied, can be created, and it can only be created on master detail. You cannot create a roll-up summary. What is a roll-up summary? It is a further topic in this discussion only. So roll-up summary is the one who can only be created if the relationship type is master detail. Roll-up summary cannot be created on lookup relationships. Now this one, this is an important point. We're going to discuss this. Now before this, now because we have covered this lookup in the master detail, I wanted every one of you to create the differences, the differences between lookup and the master. How you are going to create this? What you have to do is like, you can build up a table like this where you can have like, you can have a first column could be like serial number. Second column could be the like, parameter. Third column could be a lookup relationship, and fourth would be your master detail, right? I wanted every one of you to create a relationship differences, but like this. In the first, you'll have to mention the parameters. Like the parameter would be like, the first parameter could be, let's say, cascade deletion. The lookup relationship doesn't support that cascade deletion, but in master detail have cascade deletion. That means if you delete a parent along with the child would get deleted, right? In the parameter, what you can write, roll-up summary. In lookup relationship, we cannot create a roll-up summary, but in master detail, we could create a roll-up summary, right? Then in parameter, you can write old records inside child object. So what you can write inside lookup, okay, even though if the child is having an old record, lookup relationship would still be get created. But in master detail, what you have to write, if the child is pertaining some old records, we cannot create a master detail directly. So, first of all, create the parameters, then accordingly create the differences, right? And this is important. Why? Because usually they would ask you this question. There are a few of the common questions in interview. This is one of them. This is one of them. Some of the differences, some concrete differences between lookup and the master. Okay, let's go further. Now see, you have an idea that what is a lookup and what is a master detail. Now we would talk about one important thing that usually nobody discuss in trainings. I'll propose you two objects and then I'll ask you to create a relationship between them. I would ask you to create a relationship between them. But I would not describe you what would be the type of relationship. It's up to you to decide. Why? Because you are a Salesforce person. You are a technical person. You are a Salesforce developer. I am not a developer. I may be a consultant, a business consultant, a business analyst. If I'm a business analyst, I'm an MBA person. I have an idea about business, but I don't have anything related. I don't have any technical knowledge. I'm describing you what the client has, what the client has described me. I'm telling you about the business, that these are the two entities you have to create. And they must be interrelated to each other. All right. See, this is how the discussion goes. So these are the two entities: hiring managers, position, candidate. These are the entities which you have to create. And they must be interrelated to each other. So this is the language what usually these non-technical team members or maybe your client would use. You have to understand what he's talking about. So they are talking about what? Relationship. They are talking about relationship. So what you have to decode them is like, they are asking us to create a relationship between those objects. Now, okay, this is clear. Now you cannot ask them, what type of relationship should I create, lookup or master? He would say, I don't know. I don't know. I am not aware about what you use technically. I'm not a Salesforce person. You are a Salesforce person. You have to decide, yaar, tum mujhse kyun pooch rahe ho? I'm not a technical person. Why you are asking this question to me? So when it is up to you that you have to decide this. और मैं आपसे फिर से एक बात कहता हूं. When you start your career, probably for 2 to 3 years, nobody would ask you to do this. But there would a time come, for sure, if you are working, for sure, there would a time come when it would be on to your shoulder, it would be on to your head that you have to decide what type of relationship. So the training, what I'm giving you is not just to obtain the job. You are going to, every one of you going to get it. Right? Unless you follow the path, what we are proposing you, what we are asking to work on this, you will going to get it. Important here is to get the knowledge that would not just help you out to get a job in Salesforce. That everyone would get it. Important here is like, you must pertain that knowledge that would help you out even after 3 years of your career. So now if it is up to you to decide what type of relationship should I create, I'm having two options, lookup and master. So based on what parameters, we would going to decide this. This is very important. Apart from knowing what type of relationship are there, how to create a relationship, what are the differences between lookup, everybody knows this. Everyone knows this. आप फ्री में जाके वीडियो देख लो यूट्यूब पे, कोई जरूरत नहीं पैसा देने की किसी को ट्रेनिंग पे, वहां भी ये चीजें डिस्कस हो जाती हैं. There are two types of relationship, lookup relationship, master detail relationship. When you create a lookup relationship, this happens. When you create a master detail, this happens. ये सब मिल जाएगा आपको. This all is available freely. लेकिन उसके आगे की डिस्कशंस वो नहीं है, because there is a limit. Whatever you get in free, उसकी अपनी एक क्षमता रहती है. हर चीज फ्री में नहीं दी जाती है, राइट? हर चीज फ्री में नहीं दी जाती है. They would attract you first of all कि you like them, they will make money. YouTube पे ऐसे ही चलता है ना. How does YouTube works? People used to like, people used to subscribe, and then YouTube would pay them money. So they will try to make them very interesting. So even though if you are not paying to them, somebody else is paying them, right? So that's how the business is going on. But having jack of all and master of none wouldn't going to help you out. It could get you a job. Theoretically, you are very good, but when you start working, you in the first day itself, you will be escalated. You will not understand what is going on around here, right? So you must enough confident about what you are going to work with the concepts, whatever you have learned. That is why the discussion goes very lengthy. So when somebody asks you to create a relationship and you have to decide, what would be the parameters based on which we are going to take this decision कि बाबा यहाँ पे अपने को लुकअप चाहिए कि यहाँ पे मास्टर डिटेल चाहिए. तो उसमें कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हैं जिस पर हम ये सारा डिसीजन लेने वाले हैं. अब चलो उसके ऊपर डिस्कस करते हैं, और ये आपको कहीं से नहीं मिलेगा, यहीं से मिलेगा बस. सबसे पहला पैरामीटर है, if this object is like, the first thing is you have to obviously आपको पता रहना चाहिए कि child कौन है, dependencies क्या है, वगैरह वगैरह. But then if you feel that this object is not just going to be associated with this parent or maybe some other, if you feel that there is an object is a child object and it is going to be associated with more than two objects. I mean, if this is child, if well, let's say position is my child, candidate is my child, and that this position object is right now I am making an association with hiring manager, but in future this object position will also be get associated with object number 2, object number 3, object number 4, number 5, number 6, like this. If you have this, if for that you obviously should have an understanding about business. आपको पता होना चाहिए कितनी entities हैं. And then that this object, what is the first point of this decision? The first point is, if you know that a particular object as a child is getting associated, is going to be get associated with more than two parents, then you have to prefer lookup. Why? Because in lookup, an object could be associated with 40 parents. On the vice versa hand, on the other hand, if you know that compulsorily this object is going to be get associated with only two. अब ये कहां पर केस बनेगी? मेनी टू मेनी पे बताऊंगा मैं आपको, डोंट वरी. मेनी टू मेनी एसोसिएशन में बताऊंगा ये चीज. बट इफ यू नो दैट दिस ऑब्जेक्ट would compulsory be associated with only two. I'll give you the example. मैं example देता हूं आपको. Price campaign member is one of the Salesforce object. Extended object है Salesforce में campaign member. Campaign member is associated with only two objects of Salesforce. एक है campaign और दूसरा है product. बस. Campaign member नाम का example दे रहा हूं मैं आपको, live है. कैंपेन मेंबर नाम का एक ऑब्जेक्ट होता है सेल्सफोर्स में, स्टैंडर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट है, दैट इज एसोसिएटेड कंपल्सरीली विद ओनली टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स। एक तो है कैंपेन खुद, कैंपेन मेंबर अलग ऑब्जेक्ट है, कैंपेन एक अलग ऑब्जेक्ट है। सो कैंपेन मेंबर इज हैविंग अ रिलेशनशिप विद ओनली टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स, वन इज कैंपेन, द अनदर वन इज प्रोडक्ट। और इसके अलावा ये किसी तीसरी से एसोसिएट होता ही नहीं है, करना भी नहीं है हमको, बिकॉज कैंपेन मेंबर डिस्क्राइब सम अदर टाइप ऑफ एंटिटी जिसमें हम कैंपेनिंग कर रहे हैं जस्ट फॉर एन प्रोडक्ट। सो दिस इज द कैंपेन which is being done for this particular product. So campaign member would contain the entities of, like, it would represent here, this campaign member have one of the entities of campaign, another entity for the product. There's one more object like product line item. Product line item is having, product line item is another object which is having again relationship with only two object, one एक product, दूसरा है price book. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे सिचुएशंस आती हैं जहां पर आपको ये पता चलता है कि this object must be associated with two, and if somebody would try to make a third association, it must find one error. Okay, for example, if there is one entity which is associated, which should be associated only with this and this and with nobody else, if this compulsion you have to impose, तो कोई वैलिडेशन रूल लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है, कोई फॉर्मूला लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, वो रिलेशनशिप को आप मास्टर डिटेल कर दो। Because when you create a master detail relationship, that child would get associated only with two parents maximum. इसके अलावा अगर कोई क्रिएट करेगा तो खुद ब खुद एरर आ जाता है। So your task would automatically complete it, right? This is the first point of discussion. Based on what fact I would be deciding कि lookup कहाँ लगाना और master detail कहाँ लगाना. That was point number 1. Now point number 2. Point number 2 about reparenting. If you wanted reparenting option should available, then go with lookup. If you wanted, once the parent has been given, that should never be changed unless you delete the record. See, Ravi Kumar candidate is associated to Java at the time of creation of this record. When I am creating a record, right? When I'm creating a record, I'm creating a record, right? At the time of creation of the record, right? At the time of creation of the record, see, let me just finish out everything. I have selected a parent. For this, right? The time of creation of the record, this fields, the parent field, selecting the parent, whatever the field, the relationship field appears in editable form. You could select. Now, once you save it, and when you try to edit, it appears in read-only form. Now you cannot change this parent. If you wanted this functionality to be get implemented, that once a parent has been given, should not be get changed. Once a parent has been given, should not be get changed. Then implement it with master detail. In master detail, there is no reparenting option, right? There's no reparenting option over here. Let me try to give some real-time examples. सोचने दो जरा सा एक second. कभी-कभी नहीं आते याद यार. ठीक है, कभी और याद आया तो मैं डिस्क्राइब करूंगा इस चीज को. बट दिस इज व्हाट कि अगर if you wanted that intentionally, अगर parent change करना है, I mean ये facility होनी चाहिए, then go with lookup. But if you wanted कि once the parent has been given to this record, it shouldn't be get changed. It shouldn't be get changed. तो फिर you have to intentionally implement this with a lookup relationship, with a master detail relationship. Sorry. ठीक है. If there is certain entity which shouldn't be get changed throughout the life cycle, मतलब मैं अभी एग्जांपल नहीं पुट अप कर पा रहा हूं, बट हाँ, इसको हम किस तरह से देखते हैं एज एन आर्किटेक्ट. इफ देयर वुड बी एन एंटिटी, ऐसी कोई चीज है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल ये कैंडिडेट के पोजीशन को अगर ये सिलेक्ट करता है, So selecting that position inside candidate is something which should be present throughout the life cycle of candidate. जब तक ये candidate का record है मेरे पास, तब तक this shouldn't be get changed. So if this is, मैंने थोड़ा समझने की कोशिश करो इसको, कि when there's a something inside an entity, एक entity है candidate, उसके अंदर कोई चीज है, जैसे कि position, what you have selected, and you wanted this to be, you know, this to be retained without getting changed, this to be retained statically till the life cycle of this this particular record, then we go with master detail. कि जब हम ये देखते हैं, इस तरह से देखते हैं, हमारा नजरिया ये होता है कि अगर एक मर्तबा आपने इसको सेलेक्ट कर लिया for this record, now this shouldn't be get changed unless you delete the record. जब तक आप रिकॉर्ड को डिलीट ना कर दो, चाहे वो कैंडिडेट हो, चाहे वो चाइल्ड हो या पेरेंट हो. बिकॉज देखो मास्टर डिटेल का एक ये भी तो फीचर है, कैस्केड डिलीशन. दैट इज योर पॉइंट नंबर 3 एज वेल, जो मैं बताने वाला था. Then we go with the master detail relationship. That was point number 2. Now point number 3, implementation of cascade deletion. By some reasons, if you wanted that along with parents, child should also get deleted. By certain reasons, if you wanted this, for example, there is like, you know, there's a product and price book. Inside product object, these are standard objects, by the way, standard objects of marketing cloud. Product, for example, there's a product, एक mobile phone है, कुछ है, ठीक है, उसका price book में entry है. Okay, for this product is selected, this is the price, right? This is the price. Now these two things are heavily dependent on each other. There would be a product, there would be a price. If there is no product, there would not at all a price. Of course. अरे जो चीज है तो उसका प्राइस रहेगा ना. अगर वो कमोडिटी ही नहीं है तुम्हारे पास, तो प्राइस बुक में उसकी एंट्री रख के क्या कर लोगे तुम? ऑब्वियसली है कि नहीं? समझदारी की बात है कि ये प्रोडक्ट है मेरे पास, आई एम हैविंग दिस इन स्टॉक, then the price book must have that entry कि अच्छा इस प्रोडक्ट का ना ये प्राइस होता है. If that every product has been sold out, now what is the meaning to have that inside price book, right? So you can free up the space inside the price book by implementing master detail. Till the time there is a product, there would be an entry in price book. Till the time when there is no product, there the price book entry would automatically get deleted. Parent delete, child would also get deleted. So when you implement, you know, when you wanted this functionality, the cascade deletion functionality, intentionally you wanted this in the module, then we go with master detail relationship, right? So these were the 3 points. Now point number 4, the most important point, हुकुम का इक्का जिसको बोलते हैं अपन. When you create a lookup relationship, see, lookup is the most flexible relationship, understand. When you are creating a lookup relationship, पहले ये क्वेश्चन देख लो, फिर मैं एक क्वेश्चन पूछता हूं आप लोगों से. When you are creating a lookup relationship, you can select any standard object as a parent, even as a child. You can select any custom object as a parent, as a child. That means in case of a lookup relationship, ध्यान से सुनिए, standard object could be parent, standard object could be child. If the standard object is parent, standard object could also be the child. If the standard object is parent, custom object could also be the child. In lookup relationship, if custom object is parent, in lookup relationship, if custom object is parent, standard object could also be the child, custom object could also be the child. A standard object can be associated with standard, should also be associated with custom. A custom object could associated with custom to the standard object as well. Flexible, completely flexible, right? Now let's come to the master detail relationship. In case of a master detail relationship, child must always be a custom object. Parent could be standard, could be custom, or rather I would say one-line statement. In case of a master detail relationship, child cannot be a standard object. One line answer. In case of a master detail relationship, child cannot be a standard object. Child cannot be a standard object. In case of a master detail relationship, child cannot be a standard object. Child cannot be a standard object. Matlab, child should always be a custom object. Right? Now I ask you one question and you would yourself decide. You would yourself decide what should be the type of relationship. I wanted to create a relationship between case and contact. Don't चलो इस पे मत जाओ कि who is going to be the parent, who is going to be the child, वो सब बाद में देखेंगे. First of all, tell me what would be the selection, relationship का selection क्या रहेगा, lookup या master detail, बताओ. Case and contact. Tell me one thing. Okay, let me clarify. Case object standard object की custom object बताओ.
Standard object.
Case is a standard object. Contact क्या है, standard है या custom है? Standard है. So when you are about to create a relationship between two standard object, अभी देखो एक चीज तो confirm है, दुनिया का बड़ा सबसे बड़ा truth है ये कि when you are creating a relationship, one of them would be going to become a child. अब इन दोनों में से किसी एक को तो चाइल्ड बनाना ही पड़ेगा. अब यहाँ मैं केस को बनाऊं, कॉन्टैक्ट को बनाऊं, दैट इज अगेन वो छोड़ दो उसको. लेकिन इंपॉर्टेंट ये स्टेप नंबर 1 में एक चीज तो समझ में आ रही है, दोनों में से एक को चाइल्ड बनाना है. आप चाइल्ड चाहे केस को बनाओ तो चाइल्ड स्टैंडर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट ही है, चाइल्ड चाहे कॉन्टैक्ट को बनाओ तो भी मतलब तुम्हें स्टैंडर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट को चाइल्ड बनाना है. तुम्हें स्टैंडर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट को चाइल्ड बनाना, दोनों में से कोई एक. स्टैंडर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट अगर चाइल्ड बनाना है, यू कैन नेवर गो विद मास्टर डिटेल, because master detail में child कभी standard object नहीं हो सकता. You have to go with only one type, and that is the lookup relationship. See, so whenever this is the discussion कि हमें standard object को child बनाने का है, ठीक है, या मैं ऐसा कहता आपसे, दूसरा कैंडिडेट और मान के चलो केस के बीच रिलेशनशिप क्रिएट करो, अगर मैं ये ऑप्शन बोलता, दैट टू भी मैं आपसे बोलता कि कैंडिडेट वुड बी पेरेंट, एग्जाम्पल, केस वुड बी चाइल्ड, तो यहां भी वही बात लागू होती है. What I'm asking you to make one of the standard object as child. तब भी आपको एक ही ऑप्शन है और वो है आपका लुकअप रिलेशनशिप. बिकॉज मास्टर डिटेल अगर आप करने भी जाओगे तो आप केस को चाइल्ड नहीं बना पाओगे. हाँ, आप पोजीशन को बना सकते हो, कैंडिडेट को बना सकते हो, वो कस्टम ऑब्जेक्ट है. मास्टर डिटेल का रूल है कि चाइल्ड शुड ऑलवेज बी अ कस्टम, और रादर दूसरा अगर वाइस वर्सा बोलना है कि चाइल्ड कैन नॉट बी अ स्टैंडर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट. तो अगर मैं आपसे ये कहता कि क्रिएट अ रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन कैंडिडेट एंड केस इन सच अ वे दैट कैंडिडेट पेरेंट और केस चाइल्ड हो, तब भी आप मास्टर डिटेल नहीं बना सकते यहाँ पे. बिकॉज व्हाट यू आर अटेम्प्टिंग टू मेक एन स्टैंडर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट एज अ चाइल्ड, व्हिच इज नॉट पॉसिबल विद अ मास्टर डिटेल. यू हैव टू क्रिएट लुकअप. सो ये है 4 पॉइंट्स. ये कोई नहीं बता सकता आपको, आप कितने भी वीडियोस देख लो जाके यूट्यूब पे. बेस्ड ऑन व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डिसाइड कि मैं मास्टर डिटेल लेना कि चाइल्ड लेना. तो ये हैं वो 4 इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स, जिसमें सबसे लास्ट वाला पॉइंट सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. एक्चुअली यू हैव टू गो विद रिवर्स इंजीनियरिंग. अब ये आया तो सबसे पहले ये पॉइंट ऑब्जर्व करो, उसके बाद लाइक 4 3 2 1 ऐसे जाओ, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. पहले ये पॉइंट देखो, पेरेंट कौन, चाइल्ड कौन है, स्टैंडर्ड है, कस्टम है, ठीक है. सो दिस इज व्हाट. नाउ इन टुमारो सेशन आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विथ मेनी टू मेनी. यस, एनी क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम योर साइड? That's all for today. Any questions?
हेलो.
Yes, Sunil.
सर, जब पेरेंट्स ऑब्जेक्ट और चाइल्ड ऑब्जेक्ट में कुछ डिफरेंट समझ में नहीं आता, कुछ अलग अलग जब सिलेक्ट हो जाते हैं तो उसमें कुछ एरर आता है कि नहीं आता है सर?
मतलब किस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, थोड़ा सा इलैबोरेट करो और उसको.
यानी चाइल्ड ऑब्जेक्ट और पेरेंट्स ऑब्जेक्ट सिलेक्ट करने, जैसे आप बोल रहे हैं कि समझना जरूरी है कि सिलेक्ट करना बराबर आना चाहिए करके,
मतलब किसको पेरेंट बनाना और किसको चाइल्ड बनाना, ये कहने का मतलब है आपका?
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
नहीं तो फिर ये, अगर ये गलती करते हो तो फिर पूरा स्ट्रक्चर ही चेंज करना पड़ेगा
तो
आपको.
वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, ये जब गलती हो जाती है तो कुछ एरर आता है कि वैसे के वही चलता रहता है,
नहीं,
लेकिन
एरर नहीं आएगा, लेकिन एरर नहीं आएगा टेक्निकली, लेकिन आपका बिजनेस रिक्वायरमेंट फुलफिल नहीं होगा ना.
हाँ हाँ
है ना, बिजनेस. अभी जैसे एग्जांपल अगर मैं देने की कोशिश करूं, ना फॉर एग्जांपल, जैसे आपने एक प्रोडक्ट लिया, ठीक है.
जी.
अभी प्रोडक्ट लेने के बाद ये क्वेश्चन आपने पूछा कि इसका प्राइस कितना है, तो ये प्राइस मुझे कहीं और से मिल रहा है. तो यहाँ पे कैसा हो रहा है कि ये जैसे एक प्रोडक्ट है, मान के चलिए एक बुक है, अब बुक का प्राइस कितना है, तो ये मैं कहीं और एंटिटी से कैप्चर कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है। तो ये हायरार्की कैसी नजर आ रही है आपको? पहले आपने सिलेक्शन किया बुक, उसके बाद आप पूछ रहे हो प्राइस के बारे में, ठीक है। मतलब यूजुअली देखो ना, ऐसे ही होता है, जैसे आप जाते हो, फॉर एग्जांपल आप अपने लिए एक टी शर्ट आपने पसंद किया, तो पहले आप टी शर्ट पसंद करते हो फिर उसका प्राइस देखते हो। मतलब
बराबर।
ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड एग्जांपल। मतलब आप
जी।
ऐसा तो नहीं करते हो ना कि पहले प्राइस देखते हो और फिर उससे उससे रिलेटेड जो टी शर्ट है, चाहे वो कोई भी साइज का है, मैं पहन लूंगा, ऐसा थोड़ी ना होता। मतलब एक हायरार्की होती है कि हम पहले ये देखते हैं, उसके बाद हम सेकंड स्टेप में वो देखते हैं, राइट। मतलब अगर सिंपल करने की अपन कोशिश करें इसको, तो ये हायरार्की नहीं बनेगी आपकी। मतलब वो कैसा बनेगा कि पहले प्राइस देखो फिर प्रोडक्ट सेलेक्ट करो, तो ये तो बिजनेस रिक्वायरमेंट के अगेंस्ट जा रहा है। तो उसमें एरर नहीं मिलेगा आपको, बट आपका कहना चाहिए कि रिक्वायरमेंट वैसा फुलफिल नहीं होगा, इसको हम डेविएशन बोलते हैं। तो आप यहाँ पे डेविएट हो गए, तो फिर आपको वापस रिवाइज करना पड़ेगा और इसको चेंज करना पड़ेगा।
ओके ओके।
तो इसको दूसरे एंगल से देखना पड़ेगा फिर हमको।
ठीक है ठीक है।
Yes, any other questions?
Hello.
Yes, Kajal.
Sir, implementation of cascade deleting. Please
Implementation?
explain in short.
नहीं,
Cascade
cascade what? Deletion?
deleting, no?
हाँ,
Please explain it once.
मैं समझ नहीं पा रहा हूँ आप क्या बोल रहे हो।
Third point, implementation of cascade deletion.
हाँ।
Please explain in short, no? I
Em-
didn't get that point.
All right. So you see, if you, I think I have given one example for this. If there is a product, there must be price for that. If there is no product, there would be not be a price. I mean, if there is an entity like ये entity है, तो second entity का existence होना चाहिए. If that entity is not there in the database, the second entity would also not to be there, right? So if you see this kind of dependency कि अगर parent है तो child होना चाहिए. If there is no parent, there is no meaning to have the child. Right. In our example, it is like, if you have a position, then recruit candidate. Then there must be candidate. If there is no position, there must no also be the candidate. तो इसको हम बोलते हैं cascade deletion. When there is a parent, there must be a child. If there is no parent, there must not be a child. So this is what an cascade deletion.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys.